Hi, it's great to see you again. Today, I wanted to show you what I consider to be a stress-free dinner party. The menu will begin with a cold seasonal soup. The main course and its side dish will cook together on a single sheet pan. Dessert is a store-bought pound cake with homemade decorations. Since the entire dinner can be assembled in advance, you can be a guest at your very own party. First up is an asparagus soup with creme fraiche and lemon. So what I have here is 2 pounds of fresh asparagus spears. Cut the feathery tips from about a dozen of the spears. The tips will be used to garnish the soup. Cut the remaining spears into 1-inch pieces. Then peel and roughly chop 1 large onion. Grate the peel of 1 lemon. And then cut the lemon in half, because we're going to be using the lemon juice as well as the grated peel. Now, melt 3 tablespoons of good butter in a heavy pot or Dutch oven. I'm doing this over medium heat. Then add the onions. And about a half teaspoon of salt. And several grinds of black pepper. And give everything a toss so the onions are coated with the butter and the salt and pepper. And we're going to saute the onion until it's soft but not at all colored. That's going to take about 5 minutes. All right, the onions have softened. So now go ahead and add the cut up asparagus plus 4 cups of good chicken stock. And 1 cup of either dry white wine or dry French vermouth. I'm using vermouth here. Here, I'll show you the bottle. Nole Prat. Okay, and when this comes to a boil, lower the heat, cover the pot, and let this simmer until the asparagus turns soft enough to puree easily. That's going to take 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, this has been simmering away for about 20 minutes, so let's have a look. Yep, the asparagus is definitely tender. I'm going to puree the soup in my Vitamix blender, but you could puree the soup in whatever blender you happen to have. Pour the puree into the cleaned out pot. This smells terrific right now, but it's going to smell even better in just a moment. Add the lemon zest. It's going to give the soup a lovely perfume. Then add the juice of the previously zested lemon. And then to thicken the soup and to give it a definite richness, add 8 ounces of creme fraiche. Now you should be able to find creme fraiche in any supermarket. Give it all a good stir. Now I should mention that this soup is delicious at any temperature, hot, warm, or even cold from the fridge. Tonight, I'm going to serve the soup cold. For the second course, I'm going to serve my signature salmon and veggies. What it is marinated salmon and vegetables that all cook together on a single sheet pan. You can assemble this dish hours ahead of time and just cook it off shortly before you're ready to serve it. For the vegetables, I'm using 3 smallish crowns of broccoli. You could use a whole head of broccoli. It all depends on appetites and what you like. I'm also going to use 1 red onion and 2 red bell peppers. Cut the broccoli into florets. Cut the onion into thin half moons. And cut the bell pepper into largish chunks. Put the vegetables into a large bowl. Drizzle them with olive oil, some salt, freshly ground pepper, and then toss to coat. Pour the vegetables onto a large baking sheet. Pop this into the refrigerator until you're ready to cook. For the salmon, I'm using 4 skinless center cut fillets, 1 per person. To flavor the salmon, give it a simple marinade. My time-honored marinade starts with 1/3 cup of either soy sauce or tamari and 1 heaping tablespoon of cornstarch. Cornstarch helps the marinade ingredients stick to the fish. And I want 3 tablespoons of rice vinegar. 1, 2, 3. 3 tablespoons of good olive oil, and roughly 1 tablespoon of chili paste. Chili paste gives the fish just a tiny amount of heat. And then whisk this together. Put the fish in a dish, pour on the marinade, and then flip the fish to coat the other side. Cover the dish with cling film and then pop it into the refrigerator until you're ready to cook. Now, for dessert, you can absolutely make your own cake or whatever you want to have. I'm going to take the easy route. I bought pound cake, but I'm going to make my own decoration for it. For the glaze, I'm using 1 cup of sifted confectioner's sugar. Then whisk in just enough water or lemon juice to make a smooth, pourable glaze. Pour this gorgeous glaze over the cake and let it drip down the sides. And garnish with fresh slices of strawberry. Now it's time to set the table. Since the weather is nice, we're going to dine outdoors. On the right, spoon for the soup goes to the right of the knife. Dinner fork on the left. Dessert fork goes above the plate. And just for fun, I'm going to use this Ardmore bouillon cup for the soup. But I am going to fill the soup cups before I bring them to the table. Everyone needs a signature napkin fold, and here is mine. And of course, the napkin goes to the left of the place setting. Water glass, which I always put on the right, and wine goblet, also on the right. Shortly before your guests arrive, preheat the oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. Once your guests are seated, serve the soup course. To accompany the soup, I'm serving some of the focaccia bread that we made the other day. The soup is incredible. Very lemony, And the creme fraiche just gives it this luxurious richness. I hope you'll try the soup. Then run back into the kitchen and pop the vegetables into the preheated oven and set the timer for 15 minutes. And add the salmon to the sheet pan. Pour the remaining marinade over the fish and the vegetables. Return the sheet pan to the oven and set the timer on your oven as well as the timer on your phone for just 10 minutes. Garnish the baked salmon with sesame seeds and serve with the roasted vegetables. Don't forget the yummy dessert. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this little stress-free dinner party. And in the comments below, let me know if you'd like to see more dinner ideas. Recipes for the soup and also the salmon dish are on my website, and I will post a link to those recipes in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I hope you'll subscribe and tap the little bell icon to receive notifications every time I upload a new video. Bye for now.